What's up everybody, Griffey here. I've successfully binged Squid Game Season 2 like a plate of calamari, and now that it's done, I've got a few burning questions that I hope are resolved in Season 3. Alright, so Gi-hun's grand plan went about as well as my New Year's resolution. But it did lead to a stoppage of the games on account of some of the remaining players being killed in the final showdown. But then, in the post-credits scene, we're made privy to a new red light, green light game, with 2 murder robots at the front of the pack. The giant robot girl has a friend named Chol-soo. Aw, he's adorable. And I'm no mathematician, but that would seem to indicate that this version of red light, green light has double the risk. Because of this alteration, it's not a matter of where this new series of games is taking place, but when. Could it be a reaction to Gi-hun's failed plot, making a deadlier game as a kind of FU to his attempted coup? Or, given how much Hollywood loves their prequels, is it a flashback to an earlier series of games? This could be a setup that predates the current version of red light, green light.
What was this contraption called again?
It's a drone.
Drome? Ain't that something?
Alright, let's start here. Jun-ho's storyline this season sucked. If I wanted to see a dude mess around with a drone for 7 hours, I'd go to a divorced dad convention. When it seemed he had found something akin to the Lost Hatch, he bailed on that island for reasons. Having said that, the confrontation with his brother has, I guess, been set in motion, maybe? So that's cool. He's got the captain to deal with, which should be kinda cool. I hope so, because there's nothing else going on with this guy. My assumption is that he'll meet up with Gi-hun and they'll tag team this thing like Hogan and Randy back in the day, Mega Powers Unite style, but right now he's just boating around. This is like the least fun version of Russell Crowe's Fighting Around the World from South Park. He better find the island and it better pay it off. This is the most boring time I've spent on an island since the last season of Lost.
Mr. Sung, are you saying you're still part of that game?
What I want is to stop the game once and for all.
It's honorable of Gi-hun to want to expose the games, but it's a pretty enormous David and Goliath story, considering it's him versus the richest dudes in the world. He might have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for that meddling frontman. The season ended all Empire Strikes Back with Jun-ho victorious. So now what? What kind of state will we find Gi-hun in when Season 3 arrives? And what can he do to finish what he set out to do? More importantly, why has the frontman kept him alive in the first place? And again, because my brain connects everything to Star Wars, there is a potential master and apprentice thing going on. We know that Jun-ho has taken over from Oh-il-nam following his passing. Is the new boss looking for a protege and sees potential in the only other player that has survived 2 games? It would certainly make for a twisted finale if that came to pass. And every time this happened in Star Wars, somebody lost a body part. Keep your arms inside the boat that has no story at all times.
Do we stand a chance?
If we can manage an ambush, yes.
So the uprising has tanked, which raises the question, how will the surviving players go back to playing the games again? Will everyone simply return to the way things were before they collectively decided to start murdering? Then again, the fact that many of the resistance fighters have been killed certainly implies that the players who keep voting to stay and play more games have the advantage. A huge chunk of the leave voters are now dead. The frontman might have regained the upper hand for now, but how will he handle the united front of both Gi-hun, assuming he can break out of whatever jail he's in, and the brother he thought he'd killed last season? For the last big hurrah of Season 3, Squid Game really does need to pull something special out of the bag, but that raises yet another question.
Everyone, this is it. The nightmare's almost over. Yeah.
For a character who began as a deadbeat dad, Gi-hun has certainly turned himself around. He's just had to see copious amounts of death and play horrifying children's games to do it. Now that he's over the hump on his hero's journey, how much will it cost Gi-hun to be victorious? Is there a chance that after 3 games and countless dances with death, the Squid Game kills its former champion when all of this is over? According to Squid Game creator Hwang Dong-hyuk, there's a reason this all ends with Season 3, and hopefully we'll get some answers soon.